May. Huh?
May. May. No.
May you find your peace. Today's piece is about isolation. ISO! Sometimes it's gotta be left alone, right? I mean, don't get me wrong. I like people, right? But as much as I desire to be around people and, you know, have a good time with my favorite people, I definitely need lots of time to recharge my battery. I need lots of time to recuperate. It just makes the most sense for me to be by myself. I feel the most optimal as well. I enjoy being on my own. I enjoy being in a place where if I need to cry, if I need to take a nap, if I just need to do nothing for hours or just play a game for hours, I can do all those things. Now, I'm not saying that I don't feel comfortable around, you know, friends and family that I love. I'm mostly saying that it feels better when it's just me. The idea of isolation is something that I definitely got comfortable with, I think, mostly in my teen years. In high school, yeah, I had my friends, I had my cliques or whatever, but for the most part, I wasn't doing anything after school. It was go home and be at that place where I feel safe, where my mom is gonna probably cook the best meal possible. It was easier for me, a whole lot easier than going out and potentially getting into some sort of trouble. And, you know, you can't avoid trouble all the time. You know, you can be real next to it, you can whatever. You gotta keep your head on the swivel regardless. But there's only so much you can do. And for the most part, I wanted to do all that I could. I wanted to just stay in the fucking crib. It's got my video game, it's got my bed, it's got my mom, I'm trying to stay at home. And now that I am on my own, I have this endless amount of opportunities to do whatever the fuck I want. I enjoy the idea of recuperation. I enjoy the idea of healing oneself. And I love to just delve into topics and explore new universes and just create things on my own. And, you know, eventually I'll show the people. But I absolutely just love having things to myself. And not even in a possessive way, I just love me time. I feel like more people should emphasize being on their own and truly addressing who they are as a person. You can't heal really any other way other than straight on, you know? Well, it depends. But for the most part, if you want to really get into the fabrics of your character, you have to do that alone, ideally. I feel like, if anything, if you go seeking guidance, that guidance should eventually lead you to a place where you can handle it on your own anyway, which is the most ideal way to live life, to be able to have your own back. And I'm not saying it's bad to outsource. You need to outsource. You need people. It's easy for me sometimes to just kind of like push people away, because there was a long time where I felt like I was this huge issue and there was no reason for people to be around me. So it's easy for me to be like, save yourself, get away from me. But now that I've gotten out of that habit of condemning myself as a bad person, I am not a bad person for making mistakes, I think that it's easier for me to just be like, okay, I do need some space, right? But I would also just like to, you know, you'll be welcome eventually. Just setting the boundary. Because like I said, most of my healing is done on my own, because I trust myself to at least want or go seeking the most optimal and loving and respectful option. I love to lead with love. And at the end of the day, I'm just trying to get to the core of evolving as a person and moving forward. And again, I share what I learned in isolation. And I think that that's one of the most important parts about it, is actually coming back out to see the public, to let the world know, hey, yeah, whatever the fuck that means. With all that being said,
I'll see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow.